Now my middle son is 19 years old, and I guess I started when he was 4. He actually had chronic strep throat for a year, and traditional medicine was not working. Antibiotics weren't working, and in my head that little voice said, well, what happens if he doesn't get healthy? And that actually led me to begin asking questions, and I don't know why, but I ended up in the local health food store having a conversation with the owner. And the first question she asked me was, well, what does he eat? And I'm thinking, well, food, of course, I feed him. I never really considered what kind of food or that it could really make a difference. And I had not grown up, I'd grown up in a very simple way, but it wasn't really my, didn't really question what it was that we were eating. We just were eating food. Anyway, so from there, I actually began to, let me back up. She actually is the one that introduced me to the whole concept of immune systems and protein and how food can really interact in your body and can make a difference. So I took a very close look at that point at what I was feeding him, and then I actually got very interested, realizing he came from me, what I fed myself and how I was eating, and I became really my own guinea pig. And that's when I started working with a woman in New York who had an alternative health center, and adding supplementation into his life and also my life. And that's where I began my journey. And now, a few years later, I was introduced to a line of whole food nutritional products, which have become an integral part in our life and has made a difference between being having your basic aches and pains, chronic sinusitis. I suffered with PMS, lack of energy. I have a family of 3, so it was very busy. To basically not having any of those ailments any longer, having more energy, having a health and a wellness about myself that I want to share, and that's so much about who I am. And have become. It has made a huge difference for my family. My son is now 19. He's going on to play college lacrosse. And we have a very healthy family. And on this journey, which sometimes feels like it's on your own because it's more of an alternative and complementary philosophy, yet the therapies and things that we talked about have been around for thousands and thousands of years. And the importance of that, to me, is that wellness and prevention really starts with the whole person and the whole body. And it also finding people who support that kind of philosophy in the modern day world, in our Western medicine, which is fantastic. However, I feel it falls short of being able to really provide people with the means to maintain health, but more importantly, preventable and chronic diseases that we all are beginning to suffer from in one form or another. Wellness Interactive provided for me was that outlet and that vehicle to reach out to the world, and in the format of health and wellness or complementary and alternative forms of health, and making that connection between people, between professionals, between people like myself who have actively been practicing and continue to also take part in other fields, or in acupuncture, for example, regular massage, ear candling, reflexology, all the different things and therapies that she is bringing to the forefront into the community and population at hand, bringing this alternative to people that it really makes a difference and can really improve people's health and well-being.